Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to episode number 9 of the trading recap, and this is going to be the last recap for the week. It is currently Friday the 6th at 6:20 p.m. The market is closed for the week, and so we're going to be looking at our recap for the week. That being said, let's go into trading view. Let me pull trading view up. Let's see, 0.6. So I have trading view loaded up here. I can refresh the page, and let's save this, and then reload the page just so it comes properly. Okay, there we go. We're now on trading view. I can zoom in so it looks a little better. Okay, so there we go. On episode number 8, we talked where this market could potentially go. We said it could, it retested the zone. It could come down, break this zone and go down, or it could, go in between these two internal zones. I think we have the two major external zones, these two, and then there's these two internal zones that are doing past me. So we said it could, be in between these zones, or it could come down, or it could go up back somewhere to this zone. And for us to know that we're out of this downward movement, what I'm using to let me know that okay, I'm out of the downward movement. We're now going fully bullish is the trend line. As you can see, I have the trend line marked from where the movement started all the way down. So we have two touch points. I'll just count this as one touch point. This is the second touch point, and this is the third touch point that rejected on this candle, the 4-hour, and then closed above that trend line, and then we have a bullish candle. So that lets me know that okay, we're bullish right now. We're done with the downward movement. Now we're just strictly bullish. And okay, and we also have a close above the moving average. But the main indicator here is this trend line. Once we have a close, above the trend line, once we break this downtrend, it means now we're going back to bullish. So that being said, when I got this confirmation, because we know, if I go back to the 4-hour time frame and bring this back down, we do have an alert set here to say whenever price closes above this ray, let me know. And that happened. I don't know if we can see the time. Let me bring this down. Okay, that point is at Thursday 23 o'clock. That's at 11 p.m. But in the 4-hour time frame, if I can zoom out again, okay, and take you up, there we go. In the 4-hour time frame, the close above happened at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. today is when the close above happened. So we got the alert at 1 a.m. that we have a close above, and by then I was sleeping, so I could not it came, but I was already asleep, so there's nothing we can do there. And so we started going, where we took a do I want to say trade? Yes, where we took a trade was, and I do not know if it was this morning or if it was yesterday. Let me look at the timestamp. Yes, 8:15 a.m. this morning. So we took a trade this morning at 8:15 a.m. When we got the confirmation early this morning, what I was looking at to get into the trade, knowing that it's going to be bullish. If I can zoom in back, let's zoom back in. Okay. So for my entry, knowing that this trade is now bullish, for my entry, I used supply and demand to get into the trade, because we know that we were currently in a downtrend, making lower lows, and then I thought there was a lower high that was going to make a lower low, but it didn't. It rejected. Now it's making higher highs, and then higher highs, and then it's keep on making more higher highs, and keep going. Okay. So when we started making a new highs, what made me go into the trade using my supply and demand is I marked my previous lower high, which was this one. So if we take our previous lower high, let's take it from there, and you just push, and right there, boom. When this high got taken out, then I knew that okay, with this is a change of trend. Now we're going back, but excuse me. Throughout this period, I wasn't sure, and you cannot be sure if it's gonna be a bullish trend or a bearish trend. You cannot be sure. So we just let the market play how we wanted to play, and we react on what it gives, based on what it gives us. But when this high got taken, this is our break of structure right here. I can do a break of structure, and with the break of structure, what I was looking for next is going to be our demand zone, where our buyers are sitting at. And looking at this, I said I am looking at this region right here, where buyers pushed up, sellers tried to bring it down, but this candle is what I was looking at. This candle right here, the green candle, is what I was looking at. Let me do that green candle. So up to this point, boom. So this was the level identified where I said buyers were sitting at. When sellers pushed, buyers took it up to this level, pushed, took it off, bring it back, retested. So you can see that this level has been retested multiple times. So when it broke, I then identified that okay, if I want to get into this trade, it'll be good for me to get in at a location where buyers are potentially sitting at. So I identified this region, most especially this green candle. And if you can see from the setup that I used, I said okay, I'm gonna put my buy limit right here. Put stop loss below, and then just aim up. Boom. What happened? We broke the structure, came into our demand zone, if I can label this, came into our demand zone, tapped our demand zone, but we did not get into the trade. Why? Because when we had a buy limit order, we had it on the beginning of where the long position is. So we were, maybe one tick away from getting into the trade. We did not get tapped into the trade. We were one tick away from getting tapped into this trade this morning. So that was where our buy limit order was, and we couldn't get into the trade, and so we missed it this morning on. And I think this is our FXify 200K challenge account. So, and I think I where do I have it? Do I have that for this morning? Orders cancel. Let's go to the canceled orders for today is 2/6. And I think this is it. This is the order that we have that we didn't get tapped into. It was a buy limit order at 48.94 if I'm not mistaken. So if we go to see what this price is, boom, there we go, 48.94. So that was where it was and where it didn't get tapped in. If it had it been 48.96, we will have been into the trade, or even 48.95, we would have been into it. But we had our buy limit on 48.94, and so we were a couple ticks away from getting tapped into the trade, and that was how we missed this potential growth right here this Friday morning. So since it's a challenge account and we missed the first entry, what I did was I went on to the 4-hour time frame. This is a 4-hour time frame, and said, okay, I missed my first entry, and I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame. If I can get in right here, and then I put my stop loss below the close, below the low of the previous 4-hour candle at 0.3, so risking $3,000, I can just long it to the upside, to make $19,000. Now, usually these are tricky, because price is not gonna go straight up to the previous high. It's gonna do a lap around, pull back, go up, pull back, go up, consolidate. So when I don't like longing trades like this, I like to do my longs in 15 minutes time frame. But I just had it there to just have something for the day so that it will count as another trading day, since this is a challenge account. So that's why we have this position right here, which is up by $1.50 at close of market, and you can see that where I put my long position, and it's not really, there's a discrepancy right there between where the long position is at and where the trade actually did take place. If I zoom out a little, okay, zoom back in, zoom out, oh boy. Okay, so that was the psychology behind this trade. But the good news is, if we go to our funded accounts on Alpha Capital, you guys can see that indeed we got tapped in on DX trade. Let's put this to a 15-minute time frame. There we go. There's our stop loss. I think we did updated our stop loss, but we can see let's zoom in a little on this one. There we go, and bring it up. Have it go that way. Okay, so on our FXify, not FXify, bloody hell. Let's zoom out. on our alpha capital. Let's put it this way. There we go. There's a symbol alpha. So on our alpha capital funded account, this is a 200K funded account. We got tapped in. This is the same region. This is the same break of structure area right here. And this was a bear, the bullish candle that we identified, and we had our buy position right there. So this based on the broker that we're using, Alpha Capital is using ACG Markets, and FXify is using Owanda. No, not Owanda. I'm sorry. FXify is using, I think it's Alchemy Markets. Alchemy Markets, yes. And Alpha Capital is using ACG Markets. So different brokers, different price feeds, but on Alpha Capital we had our buy position in the same area on 48.94, 98, which we got tapped in right there to buy 0.4 at 48.94.98, and so it was a single position, and we're up $2,700. So our profits right now on this trade is $2,700, and our total equity is $5,000. So we're up $5,000 in profits on this account. And while I was at work today and I checked my phone, I think when price was maybe around here or around here somewhere, I reduced the stop loss. I reduced our risk to break even. So our stop loss at 48.94.98, and our buy is at the same position. So I did reduce our risk to the same level. So now this trade is risk free, while being $2,700 in profit. And if we go to, this is our 200K account. If we go to our 100K swing account, we also did get tapped in. And let's put this on a 15-minute time frame. We also got tapped in at the same level. Right there. And we're up $2,000 on our swing account, and our equity now is at $103,000. And I also brought my stop loss to break even, since it was in profits. Now it's a break even trade on our funded accounts. So that's good. What I want to do next is, I do not. Let's go to a DX trade and see where we're at. Let me sign in here. This is a 200K account. Our current best day is 2,700, which was yesterday, which was today, by the way. Which was today. So when Monday rolls around, or Sunday evening when the market opens, we may or may not be above 27 on our 200K account in profits. And when we close that trade, this is going to change to the next to our profit, to the closing of the trade for that for Monday or for Tuesday, whatever it is. So it's probably going to be on Monday, maybe $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 whenever I decide to close. I think we have, if I'm not mistaken, we have the profit target set to $5,000. If I'm not mistaken, this is a 100K swing account, and Can I get in here? No, I cannot do anything. But we have the profit target set to $5,000. So on Monday, it's probably gonna be, if it gets to the on Monday, it's probably gonna, get here and close the trade at a $5,000 profit, and our best trading day would be $5,000, and that would mean, that the consistency rule, this value is going to have to change. And also for the swing account 100K, the best day is 2,600. We're currently $2,000 in profits right now. And we might get it, and its profit target is 5,000 too, if I'm not mistaken, or 4,000 something. And so this would automatically get changed to, and if the best thing gets changed to $5,000, that will mean for us to request a withdrawal, how much will we need? 0.4. What we need, we'll have to have 13,000. We need to be $13,000 in profit for us to request a withdrawal. So, that is a effect of consistency rule, which I do not mind. We did suffer some drawdown here, but now we're $3,000 in profits. So we would need $13,000 in order to request a withdrawal, and I'm fine with that. Not that the market is looking to be bullish. That's okay. We can make an extra 5,000. Not 5,000. 1,000 plus 5,000 would be 6,000, and to make $13, we need an extra $7,000, which we can stay consistent and hit that. And we just at the first week of the month. We have 3 more weeks left. So by the end of the month, if we have all the targets met, we may be looking at doing our first ever withdrawal on prop farm, which would be nice. But I'm more looking forward to passing this 200K challenge. We need 20%. We're 1% down, 19% more. And since we need 19% more, that's why I just decided to do a long to 19K, which works out to be the high of gold right now. So we're risking 3,000 for 19,000. Which if everything goes according to plan, that would be good. I do not know. Let's see if we've satisfied the max trading day for FXify. I think they have 5-day minimum. So let's see if we have the 5 trading days ticked off. No, we have 4. There's still one more. So yeah. So that's where we're at on all the accounts. And for that, I'll let you guys here. I'll sign out from here then. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.